Good morning, welcome to hindunewspaperanalysis, 3rd December 2022. December 3rd is a special day. The day is called as International Day of Persons with Disabilities, and this year theme is Transformative Solutions for Inclusive Development, the role of innovations in fulfilling an accessible and equitable world. And this is quite important for us because in India around 2.1% of disabled people are living, and India has launched a special scheme called as Accessible India or Sugamya Bharat Abhiyan. Points can be useful in GS1 in society and GS2 in social issues. Page 1 talks about protect coastal sand dunes of Vizag. It is well known fact that India is a diversified country, and as it is diversified in its people, even geography also diversified. You have a coastal red sand dunes which are locally called as Erramatti Dibbalu, which are the coastal red sediment mounds located in Vizag and even Bhivanipatnam. They formed, according to geologists, they originated even 12,000 years ago due to sea-land interactions. It consists of sand, silt, clay with oxidized properties. That's the reason we have red color. Unfortunately, they are not getting huge prominence, at the same time preservation also. The government of India did something like in 2014, they brought a National Geo-Heritage Site tag which created to protect the site. However, the measures are very minimal. Right now, people demanded for the more protection. Unfortunately, still yet to go. There are other similar places in India. Tamil Nadu, we have Terry Dune Complex. You can also have similar kind of structure. Next article talks about BEE, Lord's State for Substantial Energy Saving under Pact. It is well known fact that Government of India taking series of measures to counter the energy emissions. One among them is Perform, Achieve and Trade PAT scheme, which was launched in 2008 in a way to improve energy efficiency in Indian industries and to reduce the greenhouse emissions. Let me give an example here. Let us take a company A. This company A, which was usually thermal power plant based company, now shifted towards the solar or wind. What will happen? Its emissions will be reduced. The amount which they reduced, that is, the emissions which they reduced, they are allowed to get the certificate. Now, the company A can get the certificates called as energy saving certificates by Bureau of Energy Efficiency under the National Mission of Energy Efficiency. And these energy saving certificates can be helpful in trading. That is, companies which achieved this PAT will get an option to trade the energy saving certificates. They can get the money. So almost 13 sectors in India are covered by this. It includes thermal power plants, cement, iron, aluminium, steel, so on and so forth. Now, Government of Andhra Pradesh got appreciation from BEE for its measures to counter the energy emissions. Next article, ban on Chintamani play. At the same time, there is one more article talks about another complaint about a film in which he was unable to give the title which he want. That is, Kerala government denies the title of High Gutia for his movie. Both things are connected in one point. In polity, we have freedom of speech and expression under Article 19 Clause 1 of Fundamental Rights. However, you should also remember that government is allowed to restrict your freedom of speech and expression on the grounds of sovereignty, integrity, morality, decency, so on and so forth. So you need to remember that this kind of restrictions over books or publications or even plays are allowed, but they should be on the rational or sound reason. However, let us come to understand the article Chintamani play. Chintamani play was written by famous person, that is Kalkuri Narayan Rao Garu. So and this Kalkuri Narayan Rao Garu is a very famous writer who is also called as Mahakavi in Andhra Pradesh. He wrote this Chintamani against the social evil like prostitution. So in which the story explains about the people who lost their money, who lost their family, how prostitution or bad habits affects the social life, values, family system. They explain with a comic sense. However, this was banned due to it is affecting the interest of some communities. Next article talks about connecting India's East with the Indo-Pacific. This was written by Raju Bhatia sir, a very famous ambassador. At the same time, he is a voracious writer. Belongs to a think tank, Gateway. Now here, what is important is he explained that northeast of India, which got significant importance after the launch of Act East policy, in which Act East policy joined the northeast countries in connecting Southeast Asian countries like Myanmar and even Thailand. Now, if you take geographically, Myanmar shared borders with Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Mizoram and other countries. Now, they do have even social ties also. So, at this point of time, we need to understand that the importance of Myanmar, the connectivity of Myanmar is very, very essential for the security of India. Because this region is famous for smuggling, drugs trafficking and even transnational border crimes, insurgency and even influx of Myanmar people. So now these are non-traditional threats. Apart from that, we do have a traditional factor, that is anti-India sentiments. Even sometimes it is induced by some other countries, to be quote here China. So Myanmar is a significant factor for us. There was a time when India had very bad relations with Myanmar. At the same time, we do have problems with the Myanmar and the native army, which created a lot of problems near the boundary. Many insurgency groups in India got support from Myanmar army at that time. Thanks to the government and diplomats, at that time we are able to launch a Operation Sunrise, which countered the insurgency groups along with the Myanmar army. Now, other highlights that there is a high need for the development of northeast countries, because northeast countries, if they promote in a development mode, definitely they will bring the good relations with Myanmar. For example, Manipur can become a hub of medical tourism. At the same time, Manipur and there can be a better infrastructure. For example, Kaladan project, India-Myanmar trilateral highway project. So all these things are very important. So Myanmar and Indian people do have shared culture, history, mutual social relations, so on and so forth, and cooperation. So now India need to highlight the need of Northeast development along with the Indo-Pacific region. Indo-Pacific region talks about confluence between Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean. Others suggested that this confluence must include northeast of India, so that ease of transport, ease of development can be can be framed by Indians. So this is others observation. We do have important institutions here. For example, BIMSTEC is an important platform. BIMSTEC is an important platform. Apart from that, ASEAN countries interaction is one more platform. So all these countries can work out, all these groups can work out for the Northeast development. Next article, court finds 2 guilty of raping, killing Latvian tourist. Couple of days back, we do find that an South Korean tourist was harassed by local people. So these kind of things will affect the Indian image or brand India motto of government in the foreign countries. So we need to take utmost attention in removing this kind of illegal activities. However, incident happened in 2018. Now we got the judgment. Unfortunately, this is what the problem is about. So we have to at least speed up this kind of cases, because this cases not only includes domestic interest, it also includes tourism, which is one of the significant sector in India. Next article, Assam festival celebrates Barak Bhangra relations. We need to understand that Indian government now started Sylhet Festival. Sylhet Festival, SYLHET. Sylhet Festival is happened yesterday, and this festival is a collaboration of Ministry of Culture and Indian Foundation. Almost Bangladesh people will come here. Apart from that, they will also celebrate historical relations between Sylhet and Barak Valley of South Assam. This is an interesting thing, which this kind of festivals will promote commonness, integrity, and also they will increase the brotherhood and they will realize the aspiration of preamble fraternity. Next article, after complaints, centers set prioritize ways for the MGNREGA site supervisions. We are getting almost every week 1 or 2 articles regarding MGNREGA. So this week the article highlights about the MGNREGA. Now there are the people who will conduct the supervision of the areas. They are called as site supervisors or mates. Now there is a huge delay of funds to the mates. The government of India is now moving towards the updating salaries on time for these mates. So this is a welcome step. Let us hope that this kind of activities will bring more transparency in payments and more kind of performance from the MGNREGA. That's all for today's newspaper. Thank you so much and Jai Hind.